Hello, my YouTubers! This is your cameraman doing the Justice for today's update of this new video, and it's October 27, 2022, and the weather out there was got some pretty wrong. And you know, these are the tapes I got. These are the VHS tapes I got from Sharon Goer today, and boy, I was so lucky to have one of them. Just for free or something like that. And you know, before we start this update, I got something to tell you. Tomorrow night might be going back into like the low 30s or something like that. Yep, and then by the end of the weekend, it might get warm again like the following next week, because next week is going to be Halloween. People might be dressing up in costumes and everything, yep. Okay, let's get on with the update. Something I got somewhere in Sharon Goer. I'll be planning to keep some of them, planning to sell some of them. Let's start with one of the two earliest tapes that I've been having since I was a child, when my mom and dad was young. Let's start with my mother's favorite Cary Grant movie, Arsenic and Old Lace, made in 1944, directed by Frank Capra. And this is the 1989 release. This is not a colorized version, this is the black and white. Hilarious, richest group of the entertainment bars of Ferrari. Co-stars with Raymond Moxley, Jack Carson, and Peter Lorre. And one of the aunts of this film was played by Josephine Hall, the one she was in Harvey with Jimmy Stewart. This copy was released at the same time as with the colorized version in early 1989. Part of the Cagney and Cary Grant tapes of 1989 releases of MGM on video. This movie was out when it was reissued at the Philadelphia story in two James Cagney films, Yankee Doodle Dandy, colorized in white heat. Personally, I have Arsenic and Old Lace on VHS in 1983 from CBS Fox Video and the Dropbox packaging. I showed you that in my previous update videos in the past. This is a pretty good 1944 classic. It's about when Cary Grant discovers there's a dead body, so he has to worry about that they don't want to find out any dead bodies around the house. Yep, okay. Here's one of my favorite baseball movies of all time, The Nashville in 1984, starring Robert Redford. He lived for a dream that he wouldn't die. Co-starred Robert Duvall, Glenn Close, Tim Bates Singer, Wilfred Brandon, Robert Polsky, and Richard Farnsworth. This was reissued in 1994 by Columbia Tri-Star Home Video. I checked out the tape. The tape master of this was copied from 1985 reprint. Yep. Doesn't have the Columbia Pictures Home Entertainment logo in the FBI link screen at the beginning. It starts right through the movie, and then these films are sold for home use only, and then the FBI warning screen at the end. It was in 1982. And the cast and copyright 1984, RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video, yep. This tape was printed on the 33rd week of 1998. I think I showed you the natural in my previous update video, though I have it on Betamax. And I got like a cool Turtles tape I just got. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Cowabunga, Shredhead. That was a late 89 release by Family Home Entertainment. Comes in another episode like New York Shyness. I showed you that previously on my birthday update video of this year. And I'm going to show you what the tape looks like. Somebody just forgot to rewind it, and this is recorded it on EP. This tape was printed it on the 9th week of 90. It was released in late 89 release. I got another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles VHS. Sky Turtles, that was from Family Home Entertainment and Burger King Kids Club. This tape came out around spring of 90. Comes with another episode, like Invasion of the Turtle Snatchers, A Great Brawling, The Sky Turtles, and April Foolish. For Burger King and International Video Entertainment, this was recorded on EP. Wherever you had to pick up a Burger King Kids Club order, they gave you a free Turtles tape with it. has the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection promo at the beginning, and then it has the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie coming out in theaters, the live-action one. Cowabunga! I love being a turtle! We got other tapes. We got here Disney's Bedknobs and Broomsticks, 1989 release with Angela Lansbury and David Tomlinson. I already have 3 copies of Bedknobs and Broomsticks. 1982 original Neon Mickey. I think it was original in 81. It was an 82 reprint with the Walt Disney and You promo. Then I have, that was in the fast version. And then I had another copy of the fast version that was reissued in 1986, and the slow version in the summer of 1986. Has Angela Lansbury and David Tomlinson. Printed it on June 27, 90. I used to have this copy when I was a kid. And then I gave this away when I was in my old school visiting in 2011. Now I got here Berenstain Bears Trouble with Friends, the 6th volume of the Random House home video series of the Berenstain Bears collection. This is out in 1989. Sorry about the box damage. It comes with the other episode called The Crossing Codfish, when they went under the sea to find out what was crossing the garbage. Yep. Sorry about the box damage. That's the way that somebody had it in a gift or something. Yep. No print date on it? Mm-hmm. I forgot. Hold on. I got here Walt Disney Cartoons Volume 7 starring Donald and Daisy. That was 1987. Sorry that this box is all faded out. Comes with the Donald 1936, Donald's Double Trouble 1946, and Donald's Days Diary 1953. However, this was released in 87, and I saw that the label fell off because it faded it. This tape was printed it on April 29, 1991, the day of my dad's 36th birthday. It was the good old days. At the time, I was starting to watch Funny Girl on VHS. Starting to like Barbara Streisand at the time, of course. Next one we got here, that is a Holy Grail. The Transformers Volume 6 with the roll forward. Originally, I liked it in the Big Fat Box from Family Home Entertainment. However, this is the 1986 reissue. That was when Family Home Entertainment started putting them from Big Fat Boxes into slip cardboard. So what this tape looks like, this is the next rental. Maybe has some damage. This tape was printed originally from July 15, 1985. Robots in Disguise, Transformers, Robots in Disguise. Then we got here a 24-karat collection of the Warner Bros. Cartoons, that is, Porky Pig Screwball Comedies. Released in 1985, I checked this tape out. It has no death tone at the end. This one has Curtain Raiser. The one with one of the birds, like, supposed to look like Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, and Al Jolson's April Showers. Boobs in the Woods with Daffy Duck was in it. Orphan and Orphan, the one with Charlie the dog is bothering Porky Pig a lot. There's my favorite cartoon short on this tape. You Want to Be in Pictures. It was made in black and white. I was filmed it in black and white, released in 1940. Guess who was in that episode? The producer of the cartoon is Leon Stappenstinger, and the studio guard played by storyman Michael Maltese. Wearing of the Grin, the one with the leprechauns make Porky Pig wearing like the leprechaun shoes. Mouse Wacky doesn't have Porky Pig in it, but they got like a quack with Daffy Duck in it, the one with the Like Porky Thor Daffy's a stuffed duck. Yep. I saw that in the 1001 Rabbit Tales, and then we got Doe for the Dodo. It's the 1949 version. Originally, that was the original 1938 cartoon short made in black and white. This is the 49 remake. Porky Pig was going for Doe for the Dodo. So what the pig looks like vertically was upside down. This had been printed around late 85 or something, and it has no depth tone on it. What's up? So that's all, folks. I got here a hard-to-find Bob Hope movie that he's putting on eBay. Princess and the Pirate, that he made with Virginia Mayo, Walter Brennan, and Walter Zabzak, and Victor McLennan, the one from The Quiet Man. This is from Embassy Home Entertainment Sammy Goldwyn's Classic Collection in 1985. And I think I showed you that in my other on my other channel with my Bob Hope VHS tapes, and it says one of the Bob Hope's Wackies by the Leonard Maltin TV movies. This is an early 85 packaging. Tape is going to be reprinted in late 85. My copy I have has the white FBI warning screen at the end. I think I have another copy has the blue FBI warning screen at the end, but this one has the blue FBI warning screen at the end. And it has no Samuel Goldwyn opening logo, but on the laser disc it had. Now we got here about 4 more tapes on this side. Next one we got here a Humphrey Bogart movie called Treasure of Sierra Madre. And this is not a black and white. This is the black and white version. This is not a colorized version. This is directed by John Huston, co-stars with Walter Huston. A magnetic and uncommon piece of screen entertainment by Time Magazine. Released in 1948. This is on VHS in 1989, part of the Cary and Bogart tape series. Yep. Show what this tape looks like. There's a vertical label. I don't see any print date on that. This is the next rental. Now I got here a hard-to-find VHS of the Bronx Tale. Stars and directed Robert De Niro and Chazz Palminteri. Made in 1993. It's about this boy Collaggio was sitting on the front stoop in the building in the Bronx, and he was the witness of the murder, and then he didn't rat him out. He didn't rat out Sonny, this played by Chazz Palminteri. That's why Chazz Palminteri was being friends with Collaggio. Yep, it's a very great movie, The Bronx Tale. It's like an opposite to like the Goodfellas angle. And on this tape it definitely has the previews on there. And all the copies of The Bronx Tale I had to get back into New York has no previews on it. It's a reprint. This tape was printed on March 22nd, 1994. I was only 9 years old at the time. And here's a hard-to-find VHS of Murphy's Romance, starring Sally Field, Brian Garner, Brian Corwin, and James Garner. This is the mid-86 release by Arsenic Pictures Home Video. They must have used the 1990 sticker box pad. Show what this tape looks like. They used that 1987 sticker label. This tape was printed on March 31st, 1988. This tape was printed on the 7th week of 1988 or something. So they so much recycled it or something. Murphy's Romance that you don't want to miss. And now I got here a 1983's best movie, like The Big Chill. That's what William Hurt, the one who just recently died about 7 months ago. Glenn Close, Dave Tilley, Kevin Kline, Jeff Goldberg, and Gilbert Williams. And this is a 1987 reissue. It originally came out in early mid-84 by Arsenic Cody Pictures Home Video. However, this is the 1989 reprint in a slip cardboard. I'll show you what this tape looks like. Here's the label. And this tape, I just checked this out, it was recorded and run on EP. And this tape was copied on the 39th week of 1992. And did you know this copy of The Big Chill in 1987 reissue was copied in 1984 when it had the FBI warning screen at the end? Yeah. This is just like when one of my old Three Stooges volumes were actually reissued in 1987. I've got some more tapes to show you. Next time we got here is a Clint Eastwood movie, that is The Heartbreak Ridge. The co-stars with Martha Mason, and it says Clint Eastwood is in the top form, and I'll make this your day, by WABC TV by Joel Siegel. This came out on VHS around early 1987, around March and April. I checked this tape out. It's got to be a 1988 reprint. Hold on. And it has the dust on at the end, too, because I'm the one that checked it out. No, I'm not thinking of taking off the label. I'm just leaving it alone. Next one we got here is a former winter tape of The Three Musketeers. That was a film that has Oliver Reed and Michael York. That was from USA Home Video. Distributed by Family Home Entertainment. That'll be around 1984 or something. This is the next rental. And I don't need this, I already have it. Now I got here a performance with Sally Field in A Place in the Heart. The co-stars with Ed Harris and Mulligan and Danny Glover. I'm getting too old for this shit. This is the 1985 CBS Fox video packaging, and this tape is going to be a reprint in, going to be in the 90s. This tape was printed on the 49th week of 1992. I think I have like the original release. The next one we got here is Humphrey Bogart in, it's spelled S-A-H-A-R-A. Made in Columbia Pictures in 1943. I showed you that in my Columbia Pictures VHS tape update video in the past, back in April. This film co-stars with Ray Bridges and Nick Siegman. This is a good time video in 1989. And you know what? I checked this tape out. They copied this film from the original Columbia Pictures Home Entertainment release. Has good time video where we're starting through the film, and then it has the 1979 FBI warning screen at the end of these films is sold. Yep. That proves this originally copied in 1982. Yep, don't want to miss that. We've got some more titles. Now we go from Humphrey Bogart to Mel Gibson movie, Teaming with Goldie Hawn and Bird on the Wire, made in 1990, that was released in MCA Universal Home Video. I read this out months ago at the Park 2 Library. Seems like a great action-packed comedy. And they say Mel and Goldie's teamwork sparkling with great wit and joy, sex, and they got more than enough to champion to make this bird fly. By Guy Foley, by the Chairman magazine. I checked this tape out. It has the previews of the Kindergarten Cop and Universal Studios Florida promo. Show what this tape looks like. That was at the time from MCA Home Video was changed to MCA Universal Home Video, being at that time when Universal celebrated their 75th anniversary of the Universal Studios. The tape was printed on the 43rd week of 1990. That was around before Christmas or something like that. Next one we got here is Hard Boobies. It was released in 1984. It was on VHS in late 1984. I showed you that on my previous update video. And you know, I checked this tape out. It has the 1984 FBI warning screen at the end, the one we used on the right on the 9-3 Seekers volume and with Katie Thompson. This tape was actually printed it on the 47th week of 1984. It was almost near 1985. Next one down here is a fairy tale theater tape of Pinocchio with Paul Rubens' Pinocchio, Carl Reiner as Mr. Geppetto and James Corbin, and Lady Cassandra was in it and James Belushi also. And this is a 1987 release from the Fairy Tale Theater Collection of Playhouse Video. Here's like the cast and everything, and here's what this tape looks like. This tape is going to be printed in 90 or something. I wish I was going to get the original CBS Box Big Box Fairy Tale Theater tapes. This tape was printed on the 39th week of 1990. Now we got here an Arsenic Columbia Pictures Home Video release of the Fat City that stars with Stacy Keach, who you might know in one of the Keach and Charms films. Jeff Bridges. He was the son and an actor of Lloyd Bridges, and he was the younger brother of Bo Bridges, and Susan Terrell was in it too. It was made for Columbia Pictures 1971, and this on VHS came out early '88, around that time when RC Columbia release of the few other Bob Hope movies on VHS were To Rio and Cancel My Reservation. So what this tape looks like, and when I get it open, here's what this tape looks like. This tape was printed on, it was made on March 9th, 1988. This tape was printed on the 11th week of 1988. And you know, they took off the barcode on the top of the tape. And that really sucks. How they did it from the video store. And finally, here's the music videos of Janet Jackson. And I don't need it, but it was just there by accident. This is released on VHS in 1990 by AM Video. This is the next Blockbuster Video rental tape. This is going to be in the previously reviewed. Here's the ink label, no print date, and there's the Blockbuster Video rental tag. Yeah. And finally, we got here like 4 of the VHS blanks. It's spelled MEMOREX. 6-hour high standard. It's gotta be from 2000. Yep. This is has been used in years. You see, this is what happens. That's all the good stuff in show and door. So that's included for today's update video, and I'll see you next time when I have more updates, if I'm there. You just take care and try to comment, subscribe, and ring the bell if you like this new updated video. You just take care, and I'll see you next time for more update videos. Bye, and ring the bell. Enjoy the video.